the Lord of the 16th.
Is it the 16th?
Yep, the Lunar Wolves are the 16th Legion.
Ah. Okay.
I think Alan's dead.
I just heard him say, hold on, and then he disappeared.
Yeah. I think he's dead, Jim.
So, somehow the clock
I
is wrong. We'll figure it.
I gotta see if this works.
Oh, you gonna do it right now?
Fucking Horus!
God, that's a little louder than I thought it was. The timer's a bit off. Yeah, let that go for a little bit.
Let's go!
That's even worse. Oh my god. Ow, my ears.
Who
Who put these sounds on?
I wonder who.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go.
Are you just gonna play every sound in the sound bank?
Maybe.
I mean, it's a good way to stress test. Go for it.
Let's see. Next is gas. You know what? Can I multiplay him?
I don't think so. Like, there's like a spam blocker on them.
Let's fuck around and find out.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Go out.
Repeat. Where's the repeat?
Milk Bessie. Go get the bowl. We're going to go out there. We're going to lay down some corn and some wheat. We're going to wait for that to go. We're going to get the old harvester. Going to hook it up to the good old Jebediah, the good old donkey there. Go on and get that harvester going. And all of a sudden, this man in a goddamn spaceship come and put a goddamn laser gun to my hand. I'm out here shooting gigantic spiders the size of goddamn cattle. Whoa, shit, oh. Yeah, I can see how you go nuts. What's his name now? Jebediah? Is that what we called him? Was it Jebediah?
Yeah, we're 7 is now Jebediah.
Hey, Cicero, burn the heretic. We're doing a little stress test here to make sure my stream don't break. I don't think all your stuff worked, bud. You tried to spam them. It definitely did not work.
I was hoping.
Emotional damage.
Did Alan really die? Because he's still not back.
FBI, open up!
We're going to talk about the only Trader Primarch I legitimately think has an excuse. To be a heretic.
The only one that has an actual excuse?
Yes, because he's more brainwashed than anything else. Everybody else was just being an idiot. You see, I am trying, Kyle. Go there and inserted another word there.
Yeah, that's good. Let's keep doing that.
I'm trying.
You activated Nightbot that fast. Didn't even start the stream yet. Hey, Yuki!
Hey, Yuki! Oh,
pineapple!
God,
Oh, there's the pineapple.
Pineapples will not be needed for this episode.
Well, here we go. We're gonna see if Yuki breaks our stream.
Fire. Wait, which one was it that does a shout out of the channel?
Fired. This one right here. I'm doing it right now.
What in the world is this? This is Sub-Zero Mythologies.
Maybe jump.
I swear, if you fucking shoots at me the moment I jump up, I'm gonna throw my fucking controller. I fucking swear, dude. I fucking swear. Oh my god! I got so scared! Oh god! Oh no! Bro, 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 bro. Look at oh.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh my god.
The difficulty level is just insane. Oh god. the anxiety. I can imagine. I was kind of hoping Alan would be back by now, but we might have to just go without him for a little bit because we're past the 5-minute mark.
Somebody go get a stick and poke the tech priest.
And nothing's broken yet, so I mean, knock on wood. I think maybe it's be all right.
USSAS.
That was amazing. Well, we're just gonna get into it. So, here we go. Bam. So far, everything's okay. So far. Yes, perfect. Oh, Alan's sick? Still sick. Oh, that's great.
What now?
Apparently, Alan's still sick. He went home early from work. Uh-oh. He get over it. It took me about 8 or 9 days to get over it.
Oh, he's just a whine.
Oh, his mic stopped just in time for that one. Oh, I am just doing wonderful, Yuki. Thank you.
Crashed.
Oh, yes, I have to announce, sponsored by HelloFresh for the month. We decided to give this a go and see how this turns out. So,
Fresh.
HelloFresh. I'll do some talking points later. I'm not worried about it right now.
Use the code POGFHF. Whatever that was.
Do?
I was
Hey,
trying to
he's
crack
back.
a joke. Hey, he's not dead.
I had to go grab some medicine. I apologize.
Oh. Keep talking. I have to fix something.
Yes.
Well, not right now, because apparently we're running an ad right now. Oh, where is it? Where is it? No, seriously, where is it?
Oh. And hello, Yuki. Hello. Hello, Hasaki. And yes, I went to urgent care with me and my dad.
Why can I not?
Ah,
Ah, I found it. Make it work. Bam.
I think I have medicine in me now.
Okay. Okay. I fixed it. I think I fixed it.
are you sure?
I think. Ah! I'm gonna break that, but I think I fixed it. Okay. There should be no more ads. This
There you
this
go.
this month is ad free. Brought to you by HelloFresh. So.
Once again, use POGFF 27484.
Or they can just go down to the panel and click our link. You'll get 21 free meals and free shipping for first-time users of HelloFresh. Woo!
Woo!
Woo! So that is our monthly sponsor. So it will be ad-free. Yay!
I know we're actually making it to the big leagues now, aren't we?
Yeah, no, I do not know how to do this enough to be considered anywhere near that.
We still got 3 more people before we can put you in a box.
Yes, you see, you got even closer, Magos.
Shush.
We're gonna put you in the
Yes.
cube, and we're gonna watch you suffer. It's gonna be
We're gonna talk
glorious.
We're going to
Well.
talk about all that lore you don't like.
We're gonna finally find out about how the Void Dragon is your god.
There's no such thing as the Void Dragon.
So, I
Oh,
guess
by the way,
we'll
you-
just start with if good old Bob wants to just start getting at it, or do we want to discuss other things. I don't know. Oh,
What?
I want to discuss. We don't need to do this on stream. We can just do this after the stream. I
you
wanted to
sure?
discuss the new Warhammer 40k game mode. I don't know if anyone else heard of it. Boarding action. It's basically a bigger version of Kill Team. So instead of Kill Team, where you have like right here, while I'm painting, are Kill Teams. So you just have like your 10 models, and then you activate them one at a time, and so on and so forth. In the boarding action, you actually have units, and it's 500 points, but it plays like Kill Teams. You're in the same terrain as the new Kill Team that they're doing now, which you're inside of a Space Hulk, tight corners, got to go through doors and stuff, and there's ceilings, so you can't just fire stuff downward. You can't indirect fire mortars or anything like that. So they you use one HQ unit. You can pick one character. You have one HQ unit, one character, and you can have troops and elites. So that's what they're doing. And I was going to see if any of you guys are interested in boarding action, because I really want to really try boarding action. I want to give it a shot, but I figured it's a good step into 40k for some of our cast members. A lot of our cast members don't have armies that big, so I figured it's a good way to baby step into it, because it uses the same rules and stuff as the 40k game and not the Kill Team. So you learn all the rolling and stuff. And yes, Cicero, I agree. Boarding action 40k where ships are 10 miles long. Why can't we have vehicles? Why can't I roll in there with an Annihilation barge?
I want my goddamn. I'm still rocking my 20 corn demons.
Yes,
And
or
some
this.
of us have
Hasaki is also known as Corn Chris in our cast. So if you ever heard us mention Corn Chris, that is Hasaki. And if I'm saying that right, I don't even know. But anyways, he's the one who loves corn. He's all about the corn. He's really excited for the World Eaters coming out here soon. The new World Eaters Chaos Box, or Chaos Codex and all that coming out. He's excited for them. And his kill team is literally just the corn demons that I did before the Harlequins was the corn demons. That's what I was painting before. And he just runs up the board and stabs you in the face. That's his favorite thing to do. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
Say Bob one time learned that very much the hard way.
And he learned very quickly how having multiple effects that let you reroll dice is a bad time for any faction.
I mean, I did that Saturday, and it was actually a really good thing, because I was re-rolling like 4 or 5 times in a row.
It's fun, ain't it, Alan? You realize how quickly a 1 becomes a 6.
That shit sucked. I had one model on the board Saturday when we all played. So me, Bob, and Alan all decided to play a game of Kill Team. There's the new Kill Team book, the Shadow Vaults book, has different missions you can play, which is like you can have 3 players or 4 players. So it's like 1v1v1v1, 1v1v1, whatever you got, how many people you got. So we played, and I had 1 unit left on the board. I think Alan had 2 or 3. Bob had 2 or 3 at like the last round, and I ended up pulling out with 19 points. They had 7 and 8, I think it was, for you two.
Yeah, we got too busy into killing everybody else.
Yeah, you guys just kept killing each other instead of like running to steal those objectives back. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna stay here and hide under this building and keep this one objective.
Pretty much me and Bob just looked at each other and said, "Fuck you," and he went, "Fuck you," and we just shot each other. Fuck the points, we just shot each other.
And I want it to be known that Bob shot and killed the goodest boy.
He killed the doggo.
He shot the fur musket.
To be fair, the fur musket bit one of my scions in the cod plate, so
You know what's kind of funny is that I have a character who has a anti-material rifle.
He missed
For the
every
first
shot
3
except
rounds, he didn't hit anything. The minute one of his scions shot the fur musket, I kid you not, he looked at him, his eyes turned red, and he said, "The flesh is weak, except for doggos." And I got like 4 crits on him.
You obliterated him after he shot the dog. You're like, I am avenging the goodest boy, and you destroyed him. His soul left his body.
Yeah, he became Horus.
He became Horus.
Why he didn't take the opportunity?
He is calling it. Oh God!
So do what? Give me a reward for killing more dogs?
Not people eating tasty animals, the people for animals, bud.
Yes, they kill more dogs than most other shelters combined. But anyway, we're here to talk about Horus, not controversial things.
Yes.
We're not going to talk about how PETA are just a bunch of performance actors nowadays. No.
Okay, we have to be somewhat special. Let's try and be nice for HelloFresh, our very first ever sponsor.
Have
Other
you
than
already
W's.
noticed? Have you already noticed certain words aren't in my vocabulary at the moment?
Yeah. Also, did you already tell them how we're going to be pushing back one Legion just for HelloFresh?
Yes, I still have to stretch. We are now doing a new schedule, ladies and gentlemen. Today's episode will be on Horus Lupercal, Lord of the 16th Legion. Next week we'll be talking about the Luna Wolves and the Luna Wolves alone. And the week afterwards, we'll be talking about the Black Legion and their escapades after the Black Heresy.
Yes, because there's certain Legion we can't really talk about while we're sponsored.
Especially with me at the helm. I
Yeah.
don't like them. If you thought I was mean on the Dark Angels, oh, hang on. Put your boots and strap up.
Yeah, if any of you guys remember about Bob talking about anything to do with a certain Logar character and his Legion, there's a
We're not saying-
reason why we
Don't say-
decided to push that back. This
I would
month.
say don't say that name around him, because next thing you know, it's going to trigger him, and we're about to lose the sponsor.
The Emperor damn.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has to do that in
Yeah.
order to get out of his system.
His mic has to cut out. Also,
I
hey
have a
Kyle, you
bu-
busy this weekend? Wanted to stop by since I'm 5 minutes down the road now. This weekend, I don't have anything planned really. At the moment, things have been kind of popping in and out. It depends on work and kids and stuff. I do got the kids this coming weekend, but if other plans pop up or something, right now I have nothing at the moment.
Yeah, literally his apartment is like literally 5 minutes from your place.
Yeah, I remember you telling me because he wanted that really bad couch I have. Yeah, you got to come by and see your finished up corn demons. Yeah, I don't think you've actually come and seen them yet.
I was like, they look dope.
They do.
I really like the way they turned out. I like the color choice you gave me. I really like the way it turned out. It came out pretty good. I especially like the banner carrier, the guy carrying the banner.
I was like, he does look dope. You gotta see them.
Well, I think that's enough stalling.
Yeah, we're definitely
well-
good now because the stretch test worked good, surprisingly. I remember those videos, love the charcoal vibe. Yeah, I do too, Cicero. It came out pretty well. Oh, we talking about Phalodon?
Yeah,
Phalabadon?
Not
Abaddon
this
the Phalabadon?
week. We'll talk about Abaddon, or first Captain Ezekiel next week, and then we'll talk about how GW terribly wrote a character for how many odd years, and then had to quickly mismatch fix it in the dumbest ways humanly possible the week
Oh.
after.
You mean Abaddon the Armless?
Yes, the armless, the fail, Abaddon the harmless, armless, harmless. Yeah, same difference.
Whatever you want to call them.
Abaddon 13 tries, and you finally got a Winnie.
Kyle Abaddon?
Yes, Ezekiel. Or Ezekiel. It's spelt weird.
Ezekiel Abaddon. Yeah, I remember that. They were talking about that. Like, I think it was oh god.
Pre-heresy.
Oh god. Name of the show. What's the name of the show? Oh, that's ridiculous. God damn it. I think they
Which
just
one?
call him straight up Kyle. So I remember that episode. They're like, so Kyle. I'm like, oh god.
But yes, we'll talk about all of the Mournival next week. But for now, we got to talk about the big guy himself. Horus, also known as Horus Lupercal.
Effing Horus.
That guy too. Brother, why you do this? During his lifetime, he was actually the first of the Primarchs to be found, because his homeworld Cathonia, which is just basically mining a little better than a giant asteroid, was literally a hop, skip, and a toss away from Terra.
So he was
when
real
I
close then.
Within a handful of light years, like single digits. And he has spent most of the time during the Crusade, if not right beside the Emperor, literally in the same star system, just basically having a laugh, drink, and having fun. And it was good times. Cathonia being a hive world, he literally, how do I say this? Horus Lupercal, who we all picture as this wonderful politician before the fall. Kyle and Alan having both listened to a little bit of Horus Rising and have seen him talk. How do you think he grew up? Do you think he grew up as a lord's son?
I couldn't tell you. I'm only one chapter in. Yeah, sadly.
You gotta listen read more. He basically grew up as a gangster.
Gangs?
A ganger in Cathonia.
Really? He was a ganger?
Yeah, he was basically the lucky Luciano of the times. The Al Capone, if you will. And so, when father and son were reunited, Horus wasn't actually full grown at the time. He was a boy. Well, teenager sized. That's how quickly the Emperor found him. He hadn't even fully
Don't they like grow like exponentially fast?
Gilliman was leading armies by age 2.
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty quick. I gotta bring Kyle to Necron deck this weekend too. Oh Jesus Christ, you guys!
Yes.
You guys and your Magic the Gathering you're trying to get me into now.
They dragged me into this. I'm dragging you into this.
Don't I tell you I got enough expensive hobbies as it is?
Do you think that excuse worked with them when I said it?
Warhammer, hockey, now Magic the Gathering. I'm screwed, man.
I have $35,000 in credit card debt.
Working on it.
Well, we all know the story. Before Horus was, and I still prefer, I'm going to go with the version of events I think makes most sense. Because the other two just simply don't. The Chaos Gods scattered the Primarchs. Horus was found in Cathonia. We're not going to talk about how Erna literally threw her children into hell. Pardon my language. We're not going to talk about how Erebus and Corfarion went back into the past and literally got vibe checked by a very angry dad. Realized somebody came in to steal his kids. Insert joke here that I can't say. And when he found Horus, he was very happy. The quote, Horus, those days were the best. For father was always near and always seemingly had some part of wisdom or humor to indulge upon me. So, once again, this is cold, angry imps who barely ever speaks more than yes, no. That is a horrible idea. The quote, Horus, I had a great time growing up. He was always cracking jokes or sharing some form of wisdom when I did something foolish. And, well, we'll get into the actual script now. You ready?
Yes.
What are you starting with?
First part, his life growing up on Cathonia. When he crash landed, he crashed basically into the Underhives. Like, the septic tanks. He was basically running a gang by age 1, not even 1. By the time the Emperor found him, he was a ganger prince, basically. He was controlled most of the smuggling rings on Cathonia. AKA, if the High Lord the Hive commander didn't want you to have it, you went down to the giant tall man in the sub level and basically said, hey, kid, can you get me this? And he'd already have it in his hand. And this is where Horus first learned politics. There's no more dangerous politics exist than that of the gangs. And eventually, when the Emperor didn't arrive, he spent most of the time in Imperial Palace maturing. His first few years, the Emperor actually did not leave the majority of Segmentum Solar, so he was never away from home for long in the Imperial Palace. And Horus always spoke of these times well. History, science, politic lessons, proper politic lessons, not the listen here, schmuck. And slowly but surely, Horus started becoming better at commanding people. And he very quickly was given command of his legion, who were named a title. They actually kept their original title from the days of first formation, the Luna Wolves. And thus a legend was born. Horus, how do I say this? Even though he was politically savvy, he actually did not very much unleash. He took more worlds through speech than he did with his legion.
So he talked more than he fought.
Yes, but when he fought, dear Lord, did he fight. Horus had more compliances under his belt by what's the term? Through politics?
Let's see what Horus was a ganger, so Vengeful Spirit probably had a sticker on the bow inspired by insured by Mafia. You hit me, we hit you.
I mean, Cicero, you're not wrong.
That's a good bumper sticker.
Once again, Cicero being the life of the party. But when Horus did unleash the Legion, dear Lord, did you not want to be on the other side of it? Because, the quote, Rogaldorn himself, if I were to hold a fortress with my Legion, as in the Imperial Fists, and it be assaulted by you and your Legion, the battle would never end. And that is the highest praise you can get from Dorn. And spoiler alert, that was put to the test. Spoiler alert, Dorn did not fare as good as he thought. And slowly but surely, Horus was given command of his legion. Thus, the star was born. Wherever Horus went, the Emperor went. And thus began the true of the Great Crusade. And Horus led well. We've all seen the pictures of Horus in the black armor. How seemingly intimidating he looked. For shameless plug, by the way, General, you will see what he actually looked like during the Great Crusade era. And he was magnificent. And I'm having to stop a lot because I'm realizing in my script how many times I use certain words. I'm trying to cut them out.
He's trying to be somewhat family friendly, guys.
I'm trying, but I'm failing. I apologize, folks.
Oh my god, a little bit of swearing is not going to hurt. Calm down.
Okay, Kyle.
They'll understand.
It's not like I crack a lot of jokes about certain diseases and that about certain legions.
That's why we're pushing one of the legions back.
I gotta watch a lot of the jokes. There's even jokes about Lionel Johnson being a. Now I'm gonna talk about it. That joke will wait 3 weeks.
Oh, the good old lion.
Oh yes, the cat man.
Oh, wrong brush. Different brush.
In fact, Horus's first operation in charge of the Luna Wolves was the first pacification of Luna. That was the jump-off point for Horus. So, for 30 years, Horus and the Emperor fought the opening conflicts of the Crusade, side by side. Where you saw the Emperor, you saw his son. And without doubt, Horus didn't make the hesitant to call him father in front of everybody. It wasn't my Emperor. It wasn't like how everybody else went, I'm not worthy. Horus said, hey Dad, I think that's a dumb idea. Can we not? And say we did. And quickly, but sooner or later, it came to an end. Do I know how it came to an end, guys? They found an alcoholic of a brother. And now there was two.
An alcoholic of the brothers. So the second one I'm going to assume was that was Johnson, right?
No,
Lehman Russ.
Lehman.
Oh, was it really Russ for second?
Yep, it goes Lionel Johnson.
Why do I
or
not remember
Lionel.
that?
Lehman or Lionel wasn't till like it was the 8th or the 9th
Really?
found. No, he was the 13th found Primarch, I think. Yeah, he wasn't found for a while.
Oh, well, then never mind. Well, I'm so glad that everything you've taught me, Bob, is stuck, apparently.
Yeah, it makes you sad.
Hey,
gotta go
Papa,
get-
can we exterminate him? Yes, my baby.
Dither, I can't laugh. Please stop trying to make me laugh.
I want to do this now.
Ah,
Fucking Horus!
oh, here's something.
Horus.
Fucking horse.
Anyway, then they met Lehman, and the quote Horus when he first met him. This is my brother.
He's like, this guy? Really?
This- Really? This alcoholic?
As soon as you said the alcoholic, I should have known it was Russ.
This alcoholic barbarian is my brother? Are you sure, Dad? As he looks like he has more in common with a wolf than one of us. But slowly but
Are
surely,
you into furries, Dad? What the hell did he come about?
you see, that was one of the jokes I was trying to avoid.
Oh, come
Lionel got-
on. You could have a little furry joke in there. We didn't say anything bad about the furries. It's just, he's a space furry. What are you going to do? That's just how
Hey,
he
Lion-
is.
And Lionel Johnson has the personality of a cat, prickly at best.
Prickly at best. All he's doing is sleeping right now like a cat.
You could say he's taking a cat nap.
Ha 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 ha.
Overused joke. Anyway, and Horus quickly became very close with Lehman, which is actually how a lot of his relationships kept going. Horus was actually the most well-liked of all the Primarchs. Everybody liked him. Including those you would think wouldn't. He was one of the few Primarchs who could make Conrad actually do what he wanted. Don't ask me how, but if Horus told Conrad, hey, don't murder all the children on that world, okay? Conrad would consider it.
He would consider it.
Consider. Keyword, consider.
Brother, do not make children into how do I say this? Skin quilts?
Do not make the children into wallpaper. Maybe.
And Conrad would go, okay, brother, I'll give you this one MacGuffin.
No, so you just turn them into a carpet instead.
That would be the thing Conrad would do. Brother, I said I didn't make him into a quilt, I made him into a carpet.
I listened to somewhat of what you said, brother.
I think you missed the point, brother, when I said don't skin the children. But eventually, this is where Horus at the head of the Luna Wolves, where they developed this. If you listen to the Horus Heresy books, where they developed this legendary reputation of them as the fiercest of the legions. This Horus's method of war was very brutal and very effective. It was known as spear tip tactic. Do you know what a spear tip tactic is, Kyle?
I'm going a spear tip tactic. I'm going to assume that you stay long range and just shoot the shit out of them.
Absolutely not.
No,
It is basically what the Blitzkrieg was. When the enemy tries to line up and shoot at you, you just blow through the weakest part of their line, find their commander, introduce them to the business end of your bolt gun, and then watch the rest of the army fall apart in panic.
Oh, all right then.
To the point where the Legion, find the head, kill it, and watch the body spasm. They will hurt themselves more in their confusion than they could ever do with just us bombarding them. And a very effective tactic when you're a 7-foot tall giant wielding a 75 caliber explosive round and you're running at something. I don't know about you, Kyle, but I sure shit ain't shooting straight.
And have superhuman aim.
Yes, I know for one thing. So I'm probably doing this.
And then you gone.
And where did Jimmy go? Over there, and up there.
The floor, ceiling, everywhere.
The break. And slowly, and any tactic Horus was actually to start doing things that even Gilman didn't do very often. Any tactic that actually worked decent against him, like say would throw his spear tip in a new way,
He'd
he added it
adopt
to the Legion. Yeah, he adopted it and made the Legion train in it.
Yeah, that's the smart thing to do there. You got something that works against you, add it to your list.
Add it to the list of screw you.
Add it to the list of fuck that guy in particular.
Oh, this army likes to use long-range artillery pieces to turn the ground into mush so you can't move it fast. Do it behind them so they can't run from you.
Well, see, that would work, except against the Krieg, because Krieg would be like, I'm gonna go, but don't stop the artillery.
I can't remember which book it was, but at one point the Luda Wolves are basically having a laugh. An artillery explosion lands a little close and throws a brother several feet into the air and laughs onto his ass and about 30 feet away. You know what his reaction was?
He laughed.
He sat up and started laughing again. They're all laughing with him.
Oh, Jesus. How did I know?
You want to know what that explosion had done? Thrown him behind a machine gun nest. That was pelting his brothers.
So he was pretty much just like, perfect.
Yeah, basically sat up, realized he's behind the guys with the machine guns, and just started laughing maniacally.
That would scare the piss out of me.
Pulling out a knife.
Remember that scene, Alan, in the Kane novel when that world leader jumped over the Valhounds to get at Kane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. Except it's not snarling at you. You hear this deep, guttural laughing noise. Hippity hoppity, I'm here to rob you of your property. And so it was. Ever further, Horus actually making contact with more than a few of the Primarchs rather than the Emperor. And Horus actually becoming an incredible leader and, how did I say this? He was like the glue that held all the brothers together. He could make Logar and Gilliman actually sit down in the room and behave themselves with each other.
So many jokes.
He could make Magnus and Mortarion behave in each other's presence with him around.
His whole thing was charisma.
Yes, Horus got the Emperor's charisma, and the Raz, if you get the joke. As you can't tell me, Horus probably didn't use his body with his name to secure a few worlds. You two get the joke?
Horus? I get the joke, but I'm not saying it.
Yeah, I have an idea, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Yes, Horus.
Yes, we get it. Okay, continue on.
Yeah, we got it. Jesus Christ! Wow.
I know, I'm a shitty joke designer. I can't use the original one I wrote because that one's too spicy. Adding a new meaning to fucking Horus. But anyway, Horus actually started becoming more and more fascinated with psychology. Because of course he did. He could talk somebody out of a fight.
Oh my.
One world being had this massive war fleet, right? Had massive amounts of armies and said they'd fight. Horus simply went down there and said, do you feel in power? Stick to the world leaders, and they surrendered.
All right then.
I'm certain you've seen it when you lay the back of. I can't remember what show it was from, but he laid the back of his hand on his shoulder and went, "Do you feel like you're in control?" Mind you, this is after Horus caught a bullet with his hand.
Caught a bullet with his hand.
Yes.
Yes.
Holy.
All the Primarchs were fast. Only Fulgrim made a habit of doing that for craps and giggles.
Fulgrim was
As we-
fast. Oh, how
Oh yeah, Fulgrim
unfortunate.
was fast. Damn it, Kyle.
All I said is how unfortunate. I didn't imply anything.
Damn it, Kyle.
I mean, we all know what Fulgrim is the Primarch of. That's our 18 and only show that was not sponsored by HelloFresh, nor will it ever be.
Yes, he just did that. And that was actually 2619. World rose up in rebellion and killed one of Horus's favorite sons. The second one of his commanders got close enough to get a teleporter link, he teleported down and just shot him with a storm bolter.
Just shot the guy, just like bam.
Well, he was using gravitic weapons. He called himself the Emperor of Mankind. Right?
Who did?
This one. I'm sorry, if you've read the first book, Horus Rising, you know who I'm talking about.
I read.
No,
I read the first chapter, and he's talking about going after the false emperor right now.
Yes, this guy.
So I'm assuming that's what I'm about to get into. Is this one?
Spoiler alert, he uses a gravitic weapon to pin Loken and send a bunch of the legionaries flying. And suddenly he sees this green ball of light and out walks a demigod. Horus in his Terminator armor, and he just, not even giving a crap about a gravitic weapon, he just raises his wrist and shoots him. No ceremony, no nothing. Like, I've had enough of your crap today.
Yeah. The diplomacy's done with. I say nay.
I tried, and you're gone. And sadly enough, the Chaos Gods realized this too with Horus. That only one Primarch could drag so many of them away from the Chaos Gods.
That didn't stay on there now, did it?
What didn't? Oh, Lord.
Goddamn, Kyle.
So, I just found out, like, the glue only made contact in, like, a sliver. So I have to re-glue him.
Yeah, let's figure that out here, Kyle, oh boy.
Yeah, just a little bit. Gotta re-glue him just a little bit.
So all of a sudden, listen to the bottle here is ka-tink. I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good.
I went, what? And I just looked.
I gotta get through the fucking primer on the base now. Ugh. We'll make it work. Just gotta move him over here.
But yes,
Where's my...
Horus actually fought more beside all the other Primarchs, and a little bit more into the timeline, than any of the others combined. Horus worked with everybody. He fought beside Fulgrim. He fought beside... In fact, it was his legion that sponsored the Emperor's children after they found their Primarch, because they were so depleted. And he taught Fulgrim the ways of war.
For the Emperor!
The quote, Fulgrim, I
Oh, Wally, thanks for the subscription! 2 months!
Hello.
Thanks for the sub!
Hey, Alan, guess what?
But
2.
no, that was a subscriber, not a follower.
Yeah, that was a subscribe. That doesn't
Damn it.
count.
Damn it.
That was a sub.
Damn it.
Thank
Yes.
you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
She got that Twitch Prime, and she's like, I'll give you free money. I'm like, oh, well, I won't say no.
Mother's love makes her put up with crap content from us.
Yep. Yes, it does. If she's willing to watch this, you know that's love.
I don't know what Cicero's excuse is, but here we are.
Ooh, my bad.
But he fought. He actually. How do I say this? He actually started giving, even before he was named the War Master, was actually a lot of times like, "Hey Horus, lead the army fronts, please," or "Hey Horus, what's your opinion on this deployment?" The brothers had already started saying, "Hey, Horus kind of leads us in this shit." He was Daddy's favorite, if you will. And suffice to say, it all led up to Olenor. And a very, very specific quote that I will now do now. You are like a sun, and together we have all but conquered the galaxy. Now the time has come for me to retire to Terra. My work as a soldier is done. and now passes to you, for I have greater tasks to perform in my earthly sanctum. I name you War Master, and from this day forth, all of my armies and generals shall take orders from you, as if the words came from my own mouth. But words of caution I have for you, for your brother Primarchs are strong of will, of thought, and action. Do not seek to change them, but use their particular strengths well. You have much work to do, for there are many worlds to liberate, many peoples to rescue. My trust is in you, with you. Hail Horus! Hail the War Master!
Was that when he became the War Master?
Yep,
Okay.
the Emperor of Mankind, M32 000.
And Cicero, thank you for the sub. 4 months.
Damn it, get my hopes up. I think every time you stop, I'm thinking of subscribers.
I wanted you to finish your quote first, but thank you, Cicero. I like it. Dad loves you more than me. Boo.
Aw. Well, thank you, Cicero. Thank you.
Always, always much appreciated. The support of the show helps us out so much.
There's a reason why Cicero's VIP, right?
Yes, Cicero, he's one of the VIPs. He's one of the OGs. Yeah, boy. From
His memes are on
goddamn
point.
Poland over here watching us.
Fucking up at like, what, 4 o'clock in the morning just to watch our shitty show?
You sure he's not just keeping an eye out for Russians?
I mean,
Doing both.
could be.
Hey Cicero, quick question: is it true how most, from what we hear, how most Polish people regard to Russians? Is it
please.
is it as poorly as we think? If
No.
you're not,
You don't have to
Okay,
answer
if you-
that, Cicero. Don't
if
You
worry.
don't have to
don't-
answer that.
if you're within missile range of Russia, you don't have to answer that. And now that we've stepped over the line,
Good old Bob.
Alright.
Oh, Jesus, Bob. You're gonna kill me.
it's almost like that's the idea, Necron.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was. I love them just like Gilliman loves heretics.
You see,
God.
that was I was hoping for a much funnier joke, Cicero, but that's also correct.
Yeah, I have to reglue this guy. I put him too far forward. Oh my
Are
god!
you sure, Kyle?
You're breaking shit.
Freshly exterminated.
Ah,
You
Freshly
see, that's what I thought that was
exterminated.
good. You think you leaned him a little too much there, Kyle?
Yeah, you don't want to stand up. Now, you'll notice that, right?
Are you sure he's just not trying to pull a Michael Jackson with the
No.
shoes?
All the Harlequins pull Michael Jacksons. That's one thing I've noticed with these guys. It's really annoying. Goddamn elves.
But yes, Olenor, the great campaign to destroy the orc homeworld. Want to know
Orc
what the-
homeworld?
That's where the largest orc how to say it? Empire. I'm not going to use the orc word. I tried. It's like Wadpire or some shit.
They got the real word for their empire.
Yes.
Nice.
And fun little fact: you want to know what Olenor's current name in the timeline is? Would you like to know, Kyle?
Sure.
Armageddon.
Oh God, really?
Now you know why the orcs are always going there.
Yeah, I guess. Yep. Armageddon had a lot of orc walls over there.
Mind you, this was also part of a really crappy book named The Beast Rises series. So if you
Oh,
want to
you guys tell me
disregard
about how much you love that book series. I've heard that you guys talk about that before.
if you want to disregard that bit of lore, you can. I
no,
won't judge you for it.
no, we're not disregarding it. It's canon.
Somebody's gonna get hurt. Ulrich, aka Armageddon, aka the planet of that old ones and Eldar's left the orc
Why
64
do you
million
torture
years
yourself?
ago. Still listening to part 3.
Why do you should have stopped on part 1. Why do you torture yourself, Cicero?
I think I do remember you telling him just not to listen to it. Like, just don't do it.
It's a bad series, my man. It really starts falling off after like point 5 or 6. I can't remember. It hurts my brain to remember these details. Like, really badly falls off. Like, Matt Word's level's bad. But it took to conquer Olenor. You want to know what it took, Kyle? I'll
For
give you
Horus?
the exact... Yeah, to take Olenor.
Well, I'm going to assume it was orcs at the moment, right?
Yes, against the Orcs.
Well, obviously he's going to have to fight them.
How many forces do you think it took?
I mean, if it's the orc home legion, I'm assuming there's a ton of fucking orcs there, so I'm assuming it took a good chunk.
It took thousands of Imperial warships and their support craft and personnel, right? That's just the naval forces. 8 million Imperial Army regulars.
8 mil.
8 million guardsmen. Actually, at this time, they'd probably be considered more to the level of Tempestus. And the
Solar
deployment...
Auxilia, right?
Yes, but no, the Auxiliary are the elite of the army. But the army is basically trained like Tempestus Scions are.
What the fuck are the goddamn the Solar Auxilia? The Carsicans?
They're the elite of the elite. Basically, the Solar Ox is the closest you'll get to a non-human being able to go toe-to-toe with a Space Marine.
So, okay, so really quick, Cicero, since you're asking, Solar Auxilia were pretty much, back during the Great Crusade, were the special forces of the Imperial Guard.
Of the Imperial Army.
Yes.
When I tell you these boys, 9 times out of 10, were equipped with longer range melta weapons, their whole shtick was, we'll beat the shit, we'll kill it faster than it can kill anything else.
Yeah, they're pretty much, they have melta guns, guns as powerful as melta guns, but with the range of a las gun.
Well, not that powerful, but it was definitely their last weapon hit more akin to a melta weapon and had basically about the same range. Here, shameless plug. I'll look up some pictures for you, Cicero.
Shameless plug, da da da, shameless plug. Here's Discord.
Shameless plug for the boys at home. They also had powered armor.
It reminds me of the fucking Ogrins with power armor.
Shameless plug, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my bad. I forgot, Alan. That was the specialist weapon, was the melta gun. You want to know what their main weapon was?
Let me guess, Hellblaster Volley Guns?
No, the Lucius Pattern las gun.
Oh, that one!
Because if you look at it, that's a Lucius pattern.
Yeah, I see that.
So it hits like a freight train.
Well, alright then.
Yeah, don't fuck with Solar Ox. Especially their Orgrin Cranobite squads.
There were Ogrins in power armor.
Semi-powered armor.
Can you imagine if an Ogrin in a full power armor?
Shameless plug once more. But yeah, not a fun thing to run into. It took a shitload of those guys deployed, plus 100,000 Space Marines. And the entire deployment of the Golden Legion.
Also, all the Custodes.
The 10,000 deployed as well. And this fight lasted, I believe it took, I want to say it took almost a year to conquer Olenor. It was a long campaign.
I mean, with that many goddamn orcs, and we know how the orcs are, if you guys know anything about the orcs or watched our orcs episode or anything, they want a good goddamn scrap, and there's a shit ton of them. And they don't go down easy. As much as the Imperial Guard book says they do, they don't.
At one point, Horus and the Emperor are fighting the orc the size of an Imperial Knight. You want to know how Horus finally killed the damn thing?
Wait, did you say an orc the size of the Imperial Knight?
Yes.
Yes.
The fuck?
Yeah, you want to know how Horus killed it? It was
How?
up in a giant tower. He threw it out a goddamn window.
I'm not getting the size difference of this. Like, what?
Yeah.
Horus is about 12 feet tall in his Terminator armor. Imagine the orc is about double that size, and he grabbed it and threw it out the window. He yeeted it. I love that.
He's went yeet.
I mean,
Orc, pew pew pew. The beast.
Yeah, the beast is basically what the orc emperor was, and that took the emperor to kill it because it actually smacked Horus about.
so it was beating up a fucking Primarch.
Well, no, Horus threw the big one, its bodyguards, out the window. He turned him just the exact words, and I believe, if I'm wrong, please let me know. Oh, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
Because it cuts to the Emperor walking up to Horus, and these giant doors cave and fly towards the Emperor. The Emperor backs aside. And it's just Horus just flying over him, like, "Oh, hey, Dad." And I'd like to remember something. Horus is in Terminator armor. So he probably weighs close to about 2 tons of ceramite and adamantium flying overhead, and that orc whipped him like he was nothing.
Well, the orc's also the size of a goddamn Imperial Knight.
That was his bodyguard.
Wait. His bodyguard was the size of Imperial Knight. Oh,
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't even want to know about him then. God damn it.
Yeah. The quote, it doesn't go into a lot of detail about this unless you get the book, and I didn't feel like getting Master of Mankind. Pretty badly written book, in my humble opinion. But by the end of it, they said there was an orc skull on a pike. For every 3 feet, there was an orc skull on a pike and robes during the great celebration. They ground a mountain to dust to make a stage. You remember that big part of Armageddon that's just flat, Alan?
No,
And
no, they turned it into a stage for the Emperor. I remember that from
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah, remember how the people on Armageddon don't understand why this is unnaturally flat? Like,
Yeah.
perfectly so. Even the mechanics is like, this shouldn't happen in nature. Yeah, they forgot about what they did.
I forgot they terraformed it.
No, yeah, they turned the continent into, they flattened it so that the Emperor, his sons, and all their soldiers could hear his speech. Yeah, they flattened the continent.
They could all just stand there and hear him talk.
Yeah,
Yes, they had a big bulldozer.
yeah,
Thus-
a fucking continent.
And those present were Sanguinius, Logar, Fulgrim. I want to say, hang on. I can't remember exactly everybody that was there. Dang nabbit. Hang on, I gotta find this part of the script again. There's a bunch of the Primarchs came to actually see Horus's ascension. Can't
So-
remember. God damn it. That's actually gonna bug me.
So while he's looking up his little script here, HelloFresh, give it a shot. Use our code or go to the website and use the coupon code and get 21 free meals on sign up with free shipping.
Yes.
I mean, I got more shit I could say, but I have to review more of my speech. I next stream I'll get more into it.
We should also try it out, Kyle. Give it a shot and see and let everybody know our review.
All right, here we are.
Well, I probably could.
Those present during the Great Triumph were Sanguinius, Mortarion, Magnus the Red, Logar, the Khan, Rogaldorn, Fulgrim, and who the fuck is that? I want to say Alfarius.
Or was it Omegon?
It might have been Omegon.
If you go by the book, it was Omegon.
If you go by, shut the fuck up. I don't believe a word of what they say is true. We don't know.
Yes, we do know. He told us.
They're
I thought they're
perpetual
all
liars.
Alfarius.
Exactly.
What is going on here? This is not right.
Also, shameless plug.
Breaking more stuff.
Chaos is like drugs. Don't do it, kids. If you look at the shameless plug.
I am Alfarius.
I am Alfarius.
I'm Alfarius.
But as it went, eventually Horus would come across a little world that would call itself Terra. Or as we came to know it, as 6319.
6319.
Because it was the 63rd Expeditionary Fleet and the 19th world that fleet had encountered.
All right then.
And we're going to step over a lot of crap here because I'm not spoiling the first 3 books of the Horus Heresy because they are amazing.
They are really good. I highly recommend it.
Shameless plug, not even plugging for us. GW actually did something incredibly well. Like, I kid you not.
You should put those in your Courtier library.
I have. Horus Rising's already in there.
Okay, good.
Horus Rising, you start with that one. Then it's, hang on, god damn it. False Gods, I think, and then it's Let the Galaxy Burn. The first 3 are amazing. Then it's Fulgrim, which is eh. And then it gets on track for a while again. Mind you, please do not try to buy the entire collection at this time, and thank you. Please wait for a sale. My bad. The order is Horus Rising, False Gods, Galaxy of Flames, The Flight of the Eisenstein, Great Book, Riven, and then Fulgrim. Like, I recommend greatly the first 5 books.
Flight of Essential, my fave of all 5. Flight of Eisenstein?
The Flight of the Eisenstein, the personal
Okay.
flagship of Nathaniel Garrow, who we didn't talk about at all.
Is that the one that got his ass beat by Dorn?
Yes, the one who took the message home that Horus had fallen to chaos.
And then got
He
his ass
blinked.
beat for it?
Dorn was 150 feet away. He blinked and Dorn was right in his face. I'm in danger.
He goes up there like, fucking Horus! And then beats his ass.
Yeah, he beat poor Garrow's ass bad.
Okay, I remember that name.
The first blow when he backhanded him sent Garrow flying through a pillar. It was
Nice.
not fun times. But yes, I recommend those. And pretty much a lot of the Horus Heresy books are good.
Einstein, Iron Rock, and the German.
Yes. I will warn you, though, if you're listening to the Horus Heresy or you're somewhere in there, the later you go on, the more kind of stupid it gets at times. But I do recommend the Siege of Terra, besides the Siege of Terra series.
I do have the first 3 books of the Siege of Terror series. I think. I'm pretty sure
Pearson,
it's 3 or
Trooper
4.
Pearson. Yeah, do you know who Trooper Pearson is?
Trooper Pearson, not entirely.
You don't know who Trooper Pearson is?
I don't remember him now.
His nickname was the Pious.
Oh, Elanius Pius.
Elanius Pius Pearson. The freaking Perpetual.
Yeah, I remember him now.
The Imperial Guard's patron saint of screw you bayonet charge.
The man who stepped in front of Horus and said, "Fuck you."
But yes, especially the short stories are good. And once more, we're gonna shamelessly plug because now I'm on a roll. The Primarch series novels are also fucking amazing. Rubute Gilliman, it really takes you. Gilliman's book takes you into the mindset of the Ultramarines and how they do war. Mulgar, you find out exactly why he turned out to be such a shit. Fulgrim, you saw nothing but badassery. And Fulgrim takes a world with bloody 6 of his sons. Ferris, when you see the cold, calculating skill of the Gorgon.
BDSM, oh god.
Not gonna talk about it. Not gonna talk about it.
Not in the month of January.
Vulcan's novel is amazing. You see the actual premise of the salamanders. I don't give a crap what the numbers are. Come at me, bro. And now, with the latest one being Sanguinius, the angel himself. And sadly enough, we don't have a damn Horus novel yet. Primarch novel. And I want that one, damn it.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be coming out at some point.
I bet you they're going to wait till they finish the death in the end. But that is all I have on Horus. Because anything else afterwards, we know how Horus's story ends. He gets obliterated by Sanguinius during that. And all further events dive way too much into the fall of the Lunar Wolves and the Black Legion to be considered for Horus. Because we got to go over a lot of crap dealing with a lot of people that we just don't have time to mention.
So the next episode we're going to do is about Horus himself.
No,
Or this was Horus himself. The next one's the Legion.
Yep, the Lunar Wolves.
Okay, so we'll be speaking about the Lunar Wolves.
I mean, we can. Horus sponsored a lot of the Primarchs. I'll go into a little bit more detail on that without spoiling things.
I mean, we got time still.
But Horus's closest bond, even though he was friends with all his brothers, was of course with Sanguinius. The bromance of bromances.
Well, all right then.
Of course. Which, suffice to say, you know the Red Thirst guys and the Black Rage.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
we
only other
discussed it.
the person outside of the Legion to know about it was Horus. He was the only one Sanguinius trusted with the knowledge.
Oh.
Which Horus then used as a way to trick Sanguinius into the Cygnus cluster and to deal with Kabanda.
A banda.
The demon that wasn't even a warm-up. And we could talk a few things. Horus's flagship was a bit of a, say, as we jokingly said, its name is the Vengeful Spirit. And a very popular saying Horus and all his sons had in times of very great anger and that, loss and suffering was, I feel the hand of the ship upon me. Hence its name, the Vengeful Spirit.
Feel the vengeful spirit.
I feel the hand of the ship, brother.
All right.
And funny enough, we'll now be talking about war gear. You see that fancy suit of armor?
Ellen's favorite.
It's not that long. It's more detailed because Horus only has 3 primary armaments. You see that fancy piece of armor he wears? It's called the Serpent's Scales. It's actually the first prototype of its kind. Fashioned by Master Adept Ultz Marvelous. I can't even make that joke. I will put his name into it. It is literally German Ultra Marvelous.
His
There
name
it
is Ultra in German.
Look at the chat.
Oh God, yeah, he's not wrong.
I gotta pull up the Discord. Oh god.
Ultim Malvolius. Malvolius.
GW. And improved upon by eventually by the traitorous General of Mars, Kabur Hall, which we'll be talking about the Martian Civil War when we put the good old Magos in a box.
Which,
And
if
some
you
of the
want to
greatest-
see the Magos in the box,
And we can talk about
we
all the
just need a
things that
couple
just-
more follows. Oh god, but I have a voice. What was happening to my voice?
his
Yeah.
balls are finally dropping.
I'm the one fucking coughing. Why are you losing your voice?
All right, it's back. It's back. I fixed it.
It's just say because a certain part of his anatomy finally left the comfort of his body.
I was like,
And it was able to take shots from a lot of things. And the greatest reward of them all is the symbol we always see. You know that weird eye we always see on Horus and that?
yeah.
That's actually an honor only the Emperor can grant. It is known as the Eye of Terra. It basically shows the Emperor has the utmost confidence in your abilities and your judgment. For what was the saying? I am the vigilance of the Emperor and the Eye of Terra. And it was the greatest honor, and in fact, it still hangs in the bridge of the Vengeful Spirit to this day, under a different title, the Eye of Horus. Horus's main weapon was a power ball by the name of Worldbreaker, and it was powerful enough to crush tank hide.
Just smack a thing with a hammer and it fucking explodes.
It was a maul, and it was crafted by the Emperor himself when he was granted to the Primarch when he was raised to War Master.
Nice.
And of course, the final weapon, the War Master's talons. A pair of
claw.
The claw.
The claw.
The claw. Which had a built-in twin-style twin bolters. That was basically the precursor of the Storm Bolter. It has long been Horus's favorite weapon.
Wait, that claw's got bolters in it?
Yes, it has a twin linked. It's twin linked.
I never even noticed.
And if you believe the rumor mill, some sources claim it was an antediluvian relic that was found deep within the planet Chthoniya, and was a product of the Dark Age of technology.
Ooh.
Yes, just like that, but except there's two on each. And that's all I got on Horus. Any questions, guys?
Not really. I'm more interested in, like, learning more about, like, the fall and everything of them.
Ah, fuck it. I'll spoil
Because
some of the
I just
shit.
know that he was really, like, you know, well loved and everything and that. I know some of it.
Well, once again, that has something to do with a certain legion of people ruining everything for everybody as usual.
I wonder what legion that could be.
Yeah.
Yes, Erebus. If the quote the great Mardius Calgar, or quote the great Primarch Rubute Gilliman, if you stuck me in a room with Horus, Logar, and Erebus and 2 bullets, I'd shoot Erebus twice. For he stole a weapon that could, let's put it this way, it was a demon weapon that when you spoke the person's name, it would create a poison effective against them and them alone. Erebus stole this weapon, known as the Anathane, gave it to a imperial governor who came under the possession of a chaos demon, and Horus went down there to deal with it. Yes, a shard of that was used against Gilman. You want to know what Gilman's reply was to being stabbed with a relic of that power that was shattered?
Pissed off.
Yeah, he had his throat slit with it.
He said good night. I'll be back in 10,000 years.
No, he looked at Corfaron and said, "Have you paid your taxes this year?"
Have you paid your taxes?
And Corfaron's response was the worst one he could have given. I don't pay taxes.
Wait, what are taxes?
Exactly. He was kind of with such an anger, such a wrathful Roman anger, he punched poor Corfaron's hearts out. He stuck his ghillie fist through that ghillie boy.
Yeah, that'll end somebody.
Because everybody likes to monologue when they have Gilliman on his knees wounded. forgetting that, oh, it's a Primarch. It heals incredibly quickly. And as dangerous as all the other Primarchs are, friends, there is nothing more dangerous than the Taxman.
Especially when you don't pay your taxes.
Yes, and nobody in the 40K has paid taxes in 10,000 years. And boy, is he angry about it.
The tax man cometh.
It's almost like you'd hear this every time Gilman comes in.
FBI, open up!
But enough about Gilliman. Back to Horus. So Horus was stabbed right in the chest with this damn thing, and he went down. So concerned for him with the Mournful when they got him back aboard the Vengeful Spirit, there was a crowd wandering, just putzing around, blocking, contesting him. You know how stupid people do. They just stare at something coming down when bad things happen, right?
Yeah, they like to watch.
Yes, and the Terminator guard of Horus, known as the Justarian, charged right through him when they wouldn't disperse.
The Emperor's finest reporting.
I don't think you understand. These were guys all equipped with Terminator armor, and they basically told them to move, and they didn't move.
So you just run them over.
Yes, there was a lot of squished people.
Well, should have got out the way.
Get the fuck out! That's exactly what.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
When they were questioned about it later by, I can't remember what Imperial bureaucrat was. Basically, why did you stop them? They should have moved. Honk honk. But eventually, Erebus basically devised a way to save Horus because he was dying from warp poisons.
Pray to chaos.
And, yes, warp poisons. Mind you, this is also where I don't know. I would, if I had been personally thinking, I would have I don't know, threw his ass into a stasis field and hauled my ass back to Terra, going, "Hey, Dad, Grandpa, Dad hurt himself."
We got a problem.
And let Ems fix it. But yeah, had to make a way for Horus to fall somehow. So they took him to the moon of Davin, where there was these cults.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yep, the temple of the serpent. Yeah, the quote. Yeah, you want to know what half the Mournful thought about this plan was? That's fucking that is stupid. What are you thinking, you dumb mother? What the hell, Erebus? And the other half went, "Nah, dude, that'll work."
Well, sounds like it did.
Yeah, but Erebus basically force-fed him a bullcrap lie. You know the future 40K currently is in?
Not good.
Yeah, how everybody worships the Emperor as a god of that.
Yeah.
The Chaos Gods showed Horus that and said that's what the Emperor's end result and game plan was.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah. Could you see why Horus might have been slightly upset?
Yeah, I can see that now. I feel like he was like, gonna trade everybody and wants to just be this big boy.
And he also was told half his brothers were dead and gone.
Which, I mean, all he had to do was pick up the phone to realize that was not right.
10,000 years in the future?
Yeah. I mean, come on now. They got Vox casters and phones and shit. Come on.
So Horus began his rebellion. And it started with the bloody Isstvan III massacres. And I hate to say it, but I have to stop here because otherwise I'll start talking about.
Yo, put him in the Temple of Gods and some primitive people. Seems legit. Let's do it. Necrovirus.
I'll have to stop here because otherwise I'm going to start talking about Abaddon, Loken, Tarek Turgoden, and Little Horus Aximan, and I'm not going to stop till it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's why we're doing multiple episodes.
But the major thing about Horus and his Legion, I forgot to mention, so I'll mention here. Squeeze in a little Luna Wolves. Horus actually had advisors from the Legion that weren't always the top commanders. that they represented the heart and soul of the Legion, and the office was called the Mournival. At the time of the Horus Heresy, the Mournival had consisted of First Captain Ezekiel Abaddon, Second Captain Tarek Torgadon, Fifth Company Captain Little Horus, as his nickname was, Aximan, and 10th Company Commander Garviel Loken.
Good
And the
old
Mor-
Loken.
And the Mournival's option or task was to, how should I say this? It not so much advise Horus as to basically when he went, okay, we need an alternate plan. The Mournival was the ones that gave that alternate plan. And they all balanced each other. Tarek Turgan was a jokester. Little Horus Aximan was a solemn, very quietly spoken character. Abaddon was quick to rage and, well, not so much quick to rage, but he was quick to bring out the banhammer. And Steel Balls Loken, yes. Loken was the naysmith. The quote, Wilger Dorn, always find a fault in their plans. If they can't explain it away, they found a problem with their idea. And thus was the Mournival, who are sworn under the office and the light of a moon. Thus the name Luna Wolves. And we'll talk about Loken and all that shenanigans next week. Dear God, that script. You want to know how many words it is, Alan? Kyle?
Oh God, how what you got typed up?
I already have typed up. And it's not like this where, surprise, Bob. Surprise, Bob, you can't cuss, can't crack up horrible jokes like you normally do.
I just go,
can't
Bob,
use
we got a new sponsor. Just gotta be a little bit more family friendly. We're not talking about Logar, are we? No? Perfect.
You want to know what the conditions of this were? No mention of violence, nudity, or sexual activities. That's 90% of my joke material, Kyle.
Yes, we know this, Bob.
We know.
You threw me for a loop. And it's currently at, let me bring it up. Oh, it's this many. It's actually a lot less than I thought. No Emperor's Children.
Emperor's Children. No, you sound just like somebody else. He was like, oh, now it's time to talk about Fulgrim. No, it's not.
Cease.
I don't know what Slanesh is. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, fam.
I don't have the soundbite for it yet, but I think I can play it for you guys here, and you'll be able to hear this. I think. I'm going to try this out. But it is this.
For the love of all stop signs in the galaxy, seize and fucking desist.
Oh God, yes, I love that fucking. No.
That will eventually be a soundbite that I will put in the commands. Because I have some commands right now,
And here we see a high-ranking Magos of the Forge World soaking his mechadendrites in holy oils. The holiest of oils. Guys.
Well, we can also talk about the... You know what? I'll spoil this little thing. Spoilers for Wolfsbane if you haven't read it yet. I'll give you 3 seconds to turn away.
Yeah, I definitely have that read whatever this is.
Basically, Lehman Russ makes a gambit to basically go kill Horus with the Spear of the Emperor.
Well, when they find out he's all traitory.
No, this is right before the Siege of Terra.
When they know
This
he's
is like-
traitory.
Yes, this is like a Hail Mary. Okay, we're going to go attack the invasion beat. I'm going to go kill Horus and watch them all fall apart, right? Horus at this time is possessed by the Chaos Gods. Like, it's not even Horus anymore.
I got the power.
Yeah, and Lehman Russ runs him through with that spear. And Horus got control back for a minute. Not a long minute, but a minute. To the point where poor Lehman Russ thought he'd actually brought Horus back to him. And he dropped his weapon. Can you 3 guesses of how this ended, folks?
Not in Lehman Russ's favor.
Yeah, the Chaos Gods quickly took control again and then beat the shit out of poor Lehman. And then came the siege. And the Chaos Gods basically meat puppeting poor Horus the whole damn time. Which led to many a time of a certain Primarch going, I'm going to hit you with a hammer if you keep talking that nonsense.
Purdy?
Good old Purty. Am I the only one that likes to think of anytime the Demon Primarchs start talking any kind of crap, Perturabo starts looking for a hammer in the room?
No, I love that fact.
Just, where the hell did I put that? Oh, there's my good mallet. That's it. You know what? There has to be. I got to see if I can find that meme. There has to be a Eustace Perturabo meme. I mean, that's it. I'm getting me mallet.
Coward the Courage, or the Courage the Cowardly Dog thing. That'd be hilarious. Bonk.
Come on, there has to be one. Nobody had that idea yet.
Apparently not.
God, that's a lot of word bearer hate for Perturabo memes. Like, that's not even a joke. That is a lot of hate. Dear God. Oh, Lord. Okay, we're not going to talk about the things I've seen.
Well, something it was banned.
Yeah, a lot of those would. Like, really bad. But that's all I got for just Horus. I'm not going to even try to cram Luna Wolves in here, otherwise we'll be in here till at least 11. So, thoughts, ideas, questions, guys?
No. So far, you looks like you did a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, I only had to rip out 90% of my poor jokes, which were pretty shit to begin with.
I don't know. You got to rewrite all your scripts again now, don't you, for the rest of the month?
Yeah, well, I've only just started on the Luna Wolf, so it's not that bad. But this one, yeah, thanks for the hour heads up, Kyle.
Now you know how I feel sometimes, Bob.
Hey man, things happen to change and just come out of nowhere. So you got to seize it by the balls, right? You got to seize an opportunity by the balls.
And we lost the sponsorship.
And now we owe them money.
Yep, thanks, Kyle.
Goddamn
I'm down $35,000 in credit card debt.
Well, that's because you're into Warhammer.
And
Don't blame me on
I
that.
say I can't pay it yet.
Credit card debt?
Credit card debt. Yes. Anyways.
I was trying to not touch the white with the Black Templars.
The good old angry Doran's angry misfits.
Oh. Now that this paper towel is done. Alrighty. Where's that one I did? I'm curious to see how that turned out.
But we'll leave on a joke, a quote.
Yeah.
Well, more of a little bit of a joke story.
I like the way that turned out.
On the planet Murder, when Horus and Sanguinus were about to war with each other again, the Mournival just gently tried to persuade Horus into not going to the battlefield, and Horus was having none of it. To quote the Primarch, "Are you saying it's not I'm not fit for it?" Abaddon's exact reply was, "You are too precious for it, my lord. Your scope is not just this war, but all wars." Horus cut him off very sharply. "Do not presume to tell me my office, Ezekiel." And he had switched to their mother tongue. Quickly jumping in to help his poor brother, Aximan said, "What he means is you're too precious, Lord. If you were to be wounded or even killed, now you deride my skills as a warrior, little one." Now seemingly incredibly pissed. It was only Tarek that seemingly caught the humor in Horus's eyes. What they mean to say is, "You'll leave none of the glory for us." And it was only at that moment the Mournful realized Horus was fucking with them the entire time. You know that fake play laughter Dad would give you sometimes when you did something you thought was incredibly stupid? Yeah, that. Oh, Horus. And afterwards, Horus swept all 4 of his sons into a giant hug, saying, "We will war this together, my sons. If I had known taking the position of War Master would mean I would leave the glories of the battlefield alone, I would have forsaken it then." Oh, what could have been?
Well,
Yeah.
this has been a fun one.
Yeah.
And Chris, yes, I plan to. Plan to.
There you go. You found out.
Oh, I was answering Chris's question.
How that?
Yep, plan on being over there when you get off work.
So, any thoughts about 40K recently, boys? We still got some time to burn.
Well, like I said, I'm really interested in the boarding action thing. I'm gonna have to look into that Ark's Omen book, see about getting it, and so we can read about the boarding action. Maybe possibly doing that with the
Cicero.
terrain, because it uses the same terrain as the kill team.
All right, well, have a good night, Cicero.
And now 4 hours of sleep and 6 hours of wood chopping. It will be I have fun with that.
Have fun, Cicero.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Cicero. I hope you have a good night.
Have a good one, Cicero. Always enjoy to have you on the show. And shameless plug for the memes. Oh, that's tabletop talk. That's the wrong one.
Damn it, Bob.
At least now there's finally something in tabletop talk.
The 4 brothers and Dad. There's also this one, which I kind of like, and then I'll send you my personal favorite of the ones with all the Mournival.
Mournival.
And a meme. The flesh in your palates.
Oh, some fresh beams.
Some fresh memes. And by far, somebody has far too much time on their hands to do the draw shit. I'm not sure where the original art for this shit comes from, but god damn, does that look beautiful.
I wish I could draw her. It would be. There's some cool shit I could think of, but I cannot draw it. This is saved my life.
Here's a little bit blown up version, I think. I think that should be a little bigger. Yep, a little bigger.
Oh. Alrighty. Well, thank everybody for joining us. This has been the Art of Lore Show. This was our fucking Horus episode. I wanted to say thank you everybody for stopping by. We're going to shoot you over to someone else who's painting.
In fealty of the God Emperor,
Blood Bowl stuff?
our undying Lord, and by the grace of the Golden Throne,
I don't know.
Hey,
I
I love
declare
Blood Bowl.
Exterminatus.
It looks funny as stuff. Like I seen like the games and stuff. Like they're playing football, but killing each other.
Oh, Blood Bowl.
So it looks like that's what he's got going on. But yes, remember that this whole month is ad-free. Thank you to HelloFresh, our sponsor for this month.
this action.
If you guys decide to try it out, use our link down in the panels, or go to HelloFresh.com and use that really long-ass fucking coupon code that's down there. And get 21 free meals and free shipping to try out HelloFresh. So, I mean, might as well try free, right? Fuck it.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing. Oh, yeah. There's 21 meals.
Yeah,
that sounds like a hell of a deal.
21 meals. They got flavor. They're robust. They're portion filling. They're just quick, fast, and easy. And they cook in under 15 minutes. So, thanks to them, we're ad-free for this month. And you can go ahead and try free food, man. I don't say no to free food.
Hopefully soon, I'm going to try, me and Kyle, I'm going to try and talk him into it. We're going to probably go buy some, and we'll let you guys know in the next episode or episode or 2.
Yeah, if we get HelloFresh and try a meal or 2, let you know how it goes. But until then, I hope you all have a good day. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to follow, subscribe,
Repent!
check out.
Repent!
Repent!
The Coder Seer's favorite. And then, go and don't forget, if you want to check our backlog out, check out the YouTube, join the Discord, come check out our minis, show us your minis. You got any painting tips or anything, just drop us by. We got book suggestions. You got any ideas for anything you want to see in the future, let the Explorator know. And with that, I hope you all have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Oh, I started the raid late, so
We're starting now.
We're still live.
I can see that.
Let's say good night, and we didn't finish off yet.
Yeah, we're not done. Good night, y'all.
All right, now I can say good night, all. All right, good night, everybody.
Peace.